Arnicky's Corner. I am logging into Watcher of Realms again, and I'm going to see what I can do here. What do we have? You've got Nero the Visitor over here, and he says, I implore you to assemble a formidable team to venture deep into the desert with us in search of a long-lost sanctuary of mages. We finished that, so we're going to click Dispatch Completed, and we get 2 4-star psychic power shards from that. He says, I really appreciate it, Commander. Yeah, well, no problem, you know. Alright, now, we have completed some auto battles on, I think, Gear Raid 2. No, Gear Raid 1. Gear Raid 1. So, that gives us 6,600 coins, 1,380 XP potions, a couple of Salvation breastplates, legendary, and then 30 Raid Conquest points, and a Demon Soldier Scourge, which I do intend to try one of these days. Who knows when. Okay, now let's hop over to this girl who can go try to find some more of those shells. Alright, now we have something over here in the achievements. Looks like it's in the battle thing. Clear Tide Wave 100. So we get to claim that, which gives us 100 diamonds and 10 achievement points. Okay, back on out of that. And we have events. So we have the Zombie Invasion and the Immortal Codex. We need to look into both of those. But first, let's check on the quests here. We gave friendship points one time, so we can claim those 10 friendship points from that. We also need to perform a summon. Now there's nothing particular going on with summons right now, so we're just going to do one of the regular rare summons and see what we get from that for our daily summon. And it looks like we got Gonpa, the 3-star mage. He's an esotericist, and it says that's one prickly goblin. Gonpa flings AoE spikes with abandon while inflicting slow. Cool. Seems okay, I suppose. Alright, in our quests tab for performing one summon, we got 2 4-star psychic power shards. And then also at the top here, we can claim this chest, which gives us 35 diamonds. Not bad, I'll take it. Back out of there. And then what do I want to work on? You know, I think we have one more tide thing to do over here. So let's withstand wave 102. Man, alright, we have 25, so 2,523,640 BP, and they're suggesting that we have 2,460,900 BP. So we're a little bit over their recommendation for this wave 102, and I think that's just fine. Let's go ahead and move in. I think it probably won't be an issue. If it is an issue, I can always send in these champions who are lying in wait in the middle of my screen over here. Oh yeah, I have to click the fight button. I was sitting back to watch the fight go when we didn't have the fight going at all. Alright. Now I'll notice, or I've noticed many times, that the rampage level is 1. And I don't know exactly what that means. Like if I come click on it, it says all monsters attribute bonus 0%. Rampage level 1. What makes it become rampage level 2? Is that their rage? You know, you can see that it's building up over time. And maybe if it gets completely built up, then it's gonna go crazy and beat us senseless. Maybe that's if we take too long to kill it. Maybe that's based on, you know, is it a DPS check, perhaps, where again, they just are going to smite us if it comes to that point. What I see is that there are a good number of them who are not dead. And that makes me a little bit concerned for the future here, because I feel like this is an example of what it looks like when we cannot damage them. It's kind of not great. Normally I'm used to them just kind of falling down and dying terribly. What I'm seeing is that the rampage is building up and they're not falling down. And I'm not sure But I think that once that rampage tops out, it's going to go to level 2. And then they're going to hit us a lot harder than they're hitting us right now. So we could use one of these guys. And maybe I should have. But now all monsters' attributes bonus have gone up 200 and it's nasty. So I'm going to use one of these guys. We're going to see what happens. I should have done earlier and I saw how it was going to go, but didn't do it. So there went our champion guy. Not sure. This doesn't look good. We'll use another one. I wonder what this one does. It's well, okay. That was probably the worst choice, as it didn't do anything to the guys right there in front. Well, all right. How about choice number 3? No, it's absolutely terrible. So what I've learned from this terrible defeat was that I should have stuck out one of those champions sooner. All right, let's go back. And we could go to these tide talents and see what we can do there first. The other thing is, like I said, I really should have looked to send the guy out once I saw that happening. But that's not what I chose to do, apparently. Alright, let's see. We could increase... I think that increasing the damage is what has to happen here. In one way or another. And I don't know which ones we should increase. Let's go back and look at it again. What do we have here? We have mages versus marksmen. We did have an overwhelming number of mages, as I recall. But now it's kind of even out. It looks like a little bit. We've got 3 marksmen and 4 mages on the board. So mages are a little bit more, but not too much more than the marksman. Alright. So, but who's doing all the damage? I feel like actually the people on the ground are the ones doing the most damage because we have a lot of really good melee units who are high DPS. So before I get too crazy, I want to see if there's any way that I can increase their damage. That's a healer thing. Alright, that's marksman. We have less benefit from upgrading the marksman, I think, probably than anyone else. I'm not 100% certain of that, but I think that's a possibility. Level 2 adds 2 available ground tiles. I don't know if that would be helpful or not. I would have to look, because it depends on what we have waiting in the wings over there. When there are more than 3 marksmen on the field, it increases all heroes' damage by 30%, which is cool if there were more than 3 marksmen. Unfortunately, that is not the situation. When there are over 3 defenders deployed, reduces all heroes' damage taken by 20%. I don't think that the damage taken is really the issue here. It's, we're not dealing enough. When there are more than 3 mages on the field, it increases all AoE units' damage by 45%. That seems like it's a good idea. Now, how many points do I have? I have 1,800 points. Let's go with that and bring that up to level 2. Alright. Okay, so X-hopping here. And I feel like that ought to help, honestly, quite a bit. We have this Will of Unity. When there are over 3 defenders deployed, reduces all heroes' damage taken by 20%. Nah, I don't think I'm interested in that. We can't upgrade that any more than we have. And that's about the marksman being more than 3 of them out. Once again, this is a healer's thing. We've got marksman's crit damage goes up. Alright, this one we can't upgrade again because we've upgraded it already. And then the Mage Booster 5 makes their penetration go up by 20% and their sizes increase. That could be helpful. I think I'll withhold judgment on that for the moment and go back. Let's just try this again as is and see what happens. We've got 45% more bench output than we did previously as far as from the mage's arena. So, will it work, will it not? Let's find out. Let's just go forward with it. Alright, here they come. And we'll probably find out pretty soon. Are they going down or are they not going down at a reasonable rate? I mean, they're not just dropping, which is kind of what I'm used to in this. And I think they are piling up. That sounded like one of my guys died already. Probably not great. Um, so what have I learned? I've learned that I can put him out, and he does things right here amongst the masses. And I don't know if that is, worthwhile or not. He did some big hits, but I don't think it was sufficient. The other guys, it seems like the second one did some like laser damage off in the distance, which is not particularly helpful at this time. Unfortunately, I don't think that we have done enough in the way of improving the DPS to be able to get this. This is going to hit run page 2, and then it's all going to go down. So let's go ahead and click this, and we can add some more DPS. And this is kind of what I thought would happen. I actually thought it would happen at last level. I thought we would probably hit it would just bounce up real quick and how difficult it was, because that seems to be how the game goes to some degree. And so, thought that might happen, and it certainly has. Just kind of looking at the DPS here, like who's doing what and what's the situation. Okay, so at the top we've got definitely the melee classes. They're topping the DPS in spite of the increase in DPS from the mages that we put on. They're like far and away topping the damage dealt. Followed by the mages. So it goes, melee, and then mages, and then the marksman come into play. Interesting. Marksmen are currently the weakest. That being said, the marksmen aren't getting pumped as much as the mages right now because they don't have that tide talent against them. So not this. That's a healer thing. I don't think we're in danger in that regard right now. This is increasing marksman DPS. When they land a crit hit, they have an 8% chance of doing extra damage equal to 6% of the target's max HP, up to 2,000% of their attack. That's cool, and maybe that's something to think about. But first, let's look at the other things again. We could add 2 available ground tiles. That seems like it would be a good thing. Maybe. Let me see what I have in the way of guys on the bench, What kind of melee and, melee units in general do I have? Okay, now as to fighters, there's only one who would make any sense at all, and that would be Gluttony. As to defenders, we got Regulus and Isolde. Which, depending on where, I assume that they would probably go out front here, I would think. On the front row, on the sides, if we put them out. So, as to Regulus, I don't know that he does a lot of DPS. I think he's going to live pretty well, but I'm not sure that we need that at the moment. So probably the best one as far as DPS goes would be Gluttony. And I'm not sure, I don't know, maybe we're not at that place right now, maybe we are. Let's go back into Tide Talents. I'll consider it in the background, right? Put it on the background for the moment. That's for the 2 available ground tiles. This was healing multiplier, bloodlust. When there are more than 3 marksmen, there are not more than 3 marksmen. And it would be cool if there was, because increasing all heroes' damage by 30% would make a difference. What if there could be? If we have something that would be worth putting out as far as marksmen go. Have a look over here at what we have in the way of marksmen. Rough stuff. I'm not loving it. Okay, that right now. No, I can't imagine adding any of these guys. I mean, it feels like maybe I should just because, just to get that parchment bonus, but I don't know, it's pretty rough. You can't see it as helpful. The mages we have left, so we do have greed. That would be awesome. And maybe the way to go is to replace some of these marksmen that we have out who aren't getting the bonuses anyway, or at least they're not getting the big bonuses, with some of these mages who are going to be getting extra DPS. And Brienne is pretty good. I don't think they'll want to take her out. Maul is also very good. And then Etril is also good. I don't know. No, it's a tough call. Greed would be helpful. Maybe. I mean, he's only level 40, so he's not. We're gonna blow the mind too much. But the thing is, I'm trying to see who would I replace if I wanted to do that. And what I should have done is looked again more carefully at the DPS and as far as making notes of um, who to put in there. All right. All right, let's go back here. Yeah, we want to exit that. And now we've had a little bit of a look at what we have there. All right, back over to this stuff. This is the mana enhancement. This is the one that, when there are more than 3 mages on the field, increases all units AoE damage by 45%. So it doesn't just say it increases all mage units AoE damage. It just says it increases all units AoE damage. Well, that's cool. Unfortunately, I can't upgrade that again right now. Not high enough level to do so. I don't know which one it was. When I click on it, I guess it must be the middle one, right? No, this is the when there are over 3 defenders deployed, reduces all heroes damage taken by 20%. I took that, but I don't know that it was the right choice because I'm not sure. It has the little defender sign over all of the melee units' heads, and it doesn't have anything that's like fighter specific out here in these. So I'm really not sure what the conclusion I should draw from that is. We got Marksman Booster 5, and that's the one that just straight up boosts Marksman's damage. The critical damage plus 40%. And it doesn't matter how many you have out for that. How about this guy? This is a Mage Booster. It moves Mage's penetration plus 20, and their size is increased. So maybe we go with those two. We have... I wonder what happens. I mean, I can't do the max level. What if I click the max level? Will it go as far up as it can or not? Check. Okay, it only went up 1 level. So that's okay. We'll take that. And then we'll also take the Marksman Booster. And so even though it's not as much of them, there aren't as many of them, it's still might be helpful. Hopefully. We're out of tide points for that kind of thing. Not entirely out. We can go back to some of the earlier stuff. But yeah, let's give it a shot here. Now, can we damage these guys? Does it look okay? Let's find out. Can't really tell if that's any better than it was previously or not. Alright, so certainly we did not kill them all in time, but what if we take this guy and put him out? Will he be able to do anything? You know what? I think that would have hit people in front of them, huh? So it doesn't help so much when they're already here. It says they're incoming? Maybe. We may try that again in a moment just to find out if that's what happened there or not. Because it looked like he slammed something down and maybe a wave went out in front of him. Not real clear. Unfortunately, I don't really know anything about these champions. I think it said what they do in the hide talent when you get them initially. But I think I did not pay enough attention to that. You know, we're almost at level 2 on the rampage, unfortunately. We did get the first wave. Oh, well, I guess that was all of them. Somehow I thought there was going to be more coming. Cool. Barely made that one then. Got 40 diamonds, 30 legendary skill dust, and 21 talent points for that. Let's have a look at the stats real fast. Adrian is just, you know, he's topping it by far. And then followed by Morgan, and then Xena and Arrogance, and it goes down incrementally for a while there. Not too bad, honestly, all things considered, though. They come up a good bit from where they were before I added those extras there. So, let's see here. X off of that, take these items, and then go to claim loop. And alright, we got 18 legendary skill dust, 228 talent points, 30 epic skill dust, 10,000 gold, 45 stamina, 88 rare skill dust. Looks like 5 different demon soldier shards. We got the skeleton guardian, fallen reaper, elite skeleton archer, lizard fly imago, and the small arachnid from that. Very cool. We did withstand all of the waves, but it wasn't pretty. We have 381 points now, and we're gonna have to think about that the next time that we do this. Let's have a look real quick at this guy. So this is the first guy. He's the Ancient Guard. When 2 ground heroes are deployed, triggers the following effect. Okay, so when 2 ground heroes are deployed, triggers the following effect. Conjures an Ancient Guard that unleashes a shockwave and deals AoE damage. Common enemies take extra damage. The higher the average BP of the ground heroes, the higher the damage. Okay, average BP of the ground heroes. That's interesting. So you may actually do better with a smaller set of guys in that regard, as far as his damage goes. If you had only the cream of the crop, as it were, then you could do better with that. Then there was this guy here, Dragon's Breath. This is, I think, the middle guy. Summons a dragon to deal damage to all enemies within range twice. one normal and one extra. The higher the average VP of all the deployed heroes, the higher the damage it deals. So this is actually the third thing. It's the thing furthest to the right. And again, if we have some weak guys out there, it may be better to either bump those guys up or else remove them from the pool entirely. So where is... Oh, here he is. Here's number 2 guy, Arcane Defender. When 2 platform heroes are deployed, it triggers the following effect. An Arcane Defender is summoned to strafe enemies and deal AoE damage that scales with the average VP of the heroes. The elite monsters take extra damage. It seems like they all do the same thing, but okay, that's the Arcane Defender. What was this top one called? Ancient Guard. Alright, interesting. If I click on this, yeah, it won't even let us look. I wanted to see what kind of guys we have out there, but I cannot tell from this. It's too bad. Alright. Well, that's unfortunate. We did get through it, but certainly could have done better. No doubt about it. Failed to send anybody else or any other raids out. Let's claim the Tide Onslaught reward one time, and let's claim the reward for claiming that, and get 1 stamina potion sample. We got participated in the arena one time. Let's see here, we got 6 of these arena coins for defending against other players. Who knows what kind of a defense team I've got here. Who knows what I have in the anti-air DPS in general, as a matter of fact. And furthermore, who knows what I have in the way of anti-air defense. All of these are amazing questions that one must ask oneself. And how about we look at Post the Bio over here. Post the Balo. Nice. Alright. Click there. And what can we do in the way of anti-air defense? Let's go back with the map, if at all possible. Or maybe I can't look at the map on this. That's not what I wanted to click. Oh, that's weird. That's just showing us what the rankings are as far as like what the most preferred heroes are. Current challenge is what I want to see. It's the anti-air DPS. I suppose it's going to be the same map. It's just a matter of what kind of creatures there are there. Well. Click on this. Then, yes, it thinks it's dangerous. I agree. Stage monster VP is 284,133. Now, there's no way to block these guys. We can slow them down, but we can't block them. Let's see what we have here. I wanna look at how these guys are likely to do here. I feel like these things kind of come in swarms, which, you know, it seems to me would be better maybe to have people who can actually help with that. I think Etran may have some ability to head them. I'm not sure. I gotta look. Maybe not. That might be not who I'm thinking of. Okay, this is not who I was thinking of. Maybe it's Xena? Somebody has some stuff that they do to, some guys in the air as well. We could obviously use any of the archers as far as hitting in the air. but I feel like there are multiple of them, like maybe 3 in a group or something like that as well. Maybe it's Morgan who does good things to air units. I don't know. Okay, airborne units take half the damage of the bombs. I wonder if she would be useful here. Alright, we could try putting her in. Of course, Brienne will work fine. I feel like... I don't know. I don't know. It's a tough thing. I think maybe I should go test some things by using this. Let's go here and go to anti-air. And then try something out here. So if I were going to try to make a team to deal with things in the air, how would I do it? Perhaps. I don't know if that's right or not. Probably not. And of course, they are going to have a lot more than we are, I think. But let's see what happens here, or what we might do with such a team as this. No idea. Alright, so we got that incoming. And there's a good number of them. And they have, okay, so she can shoot ahead a good distance. She doesn't do her maximum damage when she first comes out. She doesn't do much damage. Okay, well, let's restart this. In fact, maybe it's gonna take them a minute to fly in. So, if we put Dao Chen maybe here. And then we build a base at the back. Because we can't stop them anyway. And we could, like I said, we could slow them down, but we can't really stop them. So we almost can as well not bother with that. Try putting arrogance out, seeing if he can do anything. Oh, I forgot to change her into DPS mode. And then we're going to assume they're going to make it all the way to the base. And then just pile up basically on the base as much as possible. Put her here, I think. Maybe I put Dao Chan in the wrong place and should have put her one over to the left. Maybe not though, because I could put her here, facing this way, and then still be able to hit Mole when I put him at the end. Let's go ahead and double time this so we can get Mole out. It's not exactly as I want it to be. I guess it's okay. Alright, let's see how far this gets. Probably putting Morgan down third was the best plan. Could have put her second. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, making it to wave 6 and not quite down to half, it's not too bad. At half now. And it's just a couple of them we can hit that guy where he's at. Can't quite hit him with the fish. It's too bad. But we did make it to wave 7, so I mean that's something. I think it works out okay. I think this is a keepable grouping. Just have to remember how I've got it. I think I had put Dao Chan down first, and then Arrogance, and then Chan, arrogance, Morgan. Alright, so we'll go ahead and put that for both of them just so that it's easy. And go to stats. And of course, arrogance did the most. Morgan is still underwhelming. I know. I feel like I want her to do more, especially in AoE fight. Maybe it's because of the type of creatures that they are. Maybe I should switch her out for a marksman. But for now, we're gonna go over to the fight and try Coastal Bale. Alright. I can switch her. Who will I switch her for? If I wanted a marksman, who would I choose? Probably neutral as the last marksman. No, maybe. It's a tough call. I lean toward Brienne, but each will can hit in different places. With her ultimate. So current VP of my team is 199,114, and the stage monster VP is 284,133. However, the opponent VP is only 214,967, implying that they have a guy on their team who's much superior than the other guys on the team. So they have somebody who's, definitely the goat over there. Probably that third guy, whoever he was. So, what I had done last time is I put her out first, and I'm still gonna go with that, I think. Because I think that in spite of everything, I still want to get arrogance out first, and I want to switch to the DPS stance. Relatively quickly as far as that goes. She can see what her range is. Okay, she can shoot forehead, that's fine. That seems fine. Go ahead and switch to DPS stance, and that'll be ready when I drop arrogance. And then we'll put Laurel out. As soon as possible. Let's speed this up. And maybe I ought to have taken that opportunity to put Idril out right then. Really could have possibly been getting some shots on early. But alas, that is not what I did. So far, so good. They have over here, looks like I think this is Absan, I'm not sure. No, it's Fenris. Fenris is also a Centaur type, I guess. And I didn't actually notice that he was ready, but I guess he is. So, maybe I don't put him here. Maybe I put him up here. And still face the same direction. Does it matter? Not much, but maybe some, because they seem to want to go toward the top and not toward the bottom, at least at first. And then, of course, they go toward the bottom. Cool. Unless I clicked it a lot of times. He just did not want to go. Alright, so let's go ahead and keep that, I think. Upload. Click next on it, and then I'm going to check out the stats. I mean, okay. I guess that's alright. Their big ace in the hole here looks like it was this third guy here. I guess that was Fenris, maybe. Not sure. Third guy down, whoever he is. He was the one dealing all of their damage. So, alright. We got 3 unicorns and 10 diamonds for that. And then what? It looks like, are these different? It looks like these might be different than the ones, yeah, this is a new board. You go up into a new ranking, maybe? I don't know. I guess I didn't notice. Alright, well, let's go with the 200,000 guy here, Gart. And, let's see what he has, perhaps. Let's see what they're bringing in. I don't think that's a bad idea. Maul, was a little disappointing. And you know what the other problem with Maul is that he takes too long to get out. So I think I agree about bringing in, at least for now. I may change my mind on that in a moment. We'll see. Let's give that a go and see what it looks like. And you know what I didn't do is check the opponents. Well, I checked the opponents, but not the monsters. Oh well. Throw out Darchan. Getting her into GPS mode is very helpful. And pretty soon, really no sense in waiting terribly because it's not like they're getting hit. So let's go ahead and smooth her over. Now we can almost get both Brienne and the other one out. Neutral. Oh, that was nasty. Yeah, and maybe we should have, because this is going to be a loss. This is terrible. Still gotta try to stick with the plan for now. Unfortunately, because it doesn't look like the plan is going well, I gotta tell you. Plan is abysmal, because they're gonna be taking out the guys at the front, and we are gonna lose. So, I definitely have to throw Idril out next, and, you know, probably fact is, looks like this hot suit. Is this the one that's doing all the bad? Okay, they've got Idril, they've got hot suit, they've got Greenland. I don't know anything about this hot suit. I've seen it a few times. Looks like it's pretty good stuff. Not boding super well for me here. I think this is gonna be a quick win for them. Okay, I can put Brienne out. So I do have time for that at least. It didn't kill it before it got down there, but not far behind, I'm afraid. We are out DPSing them slightly. mistake, I think, putting Brienne there. Because I think that she'll be out of the range of Laurel. And that is a shame. Because I could go this way, but then we'd have the other two out of range. So we gotta go this way and just kind of see what happens. We can speed it up a little bit, but there's no sense in, you know, going at that speed the whole time. I think I'll wait on hers until we get a little more in there. And then go. They're winning currently. I think we got it on that round. All right, that was a hard fought battle for sure. Got there. All right, now was that a good? I don't think that was good. We're gonna not keep that as anything. But we got 3 arena coins and 5,000 gold coins for that. Let's see the stats. Definitely arrogance at the top as is usual. Brienne got second place, and then Idril, even on this map, was behind. Interesting. Okay. They were doing very well with this Egyptian guy here. Whoever that is. Is that no, I'm not sure. And then followed by the goat girl. No idea who it is. Brienne and Idril were fairly close in his party. Interesting. Alright. With that. Okay. I think I'm gonna call it on those now. Should have gotten the updates for the arena. Participate in the arena one time and get 5 of these auto 5 chances. And then we have the gold dragon pass over here, the daily quest completion, or participate in the arena one time, and we get 200 gold dragon tokens for that. We'll back out of there. And then there is the dragon over here for the faction. We have some points to put into there. We can upgrade this and gain 3.25% healing bonus, or HP bonus rather. The next thing we would get is the healing effect, but we're not quite there yet. We need 4 more of these, which we can get just like that, and then upgrade that. Now, let's see. What more do we have? Let's click go. This was on the trial of the cultists. We already used our token there for the day. We can go to the basic trial, and we have, I think this one is the thing that's got a lot of grates in the floor, yeah, and all that. I don't remember what exactly was killing us so badly here. I mean, the lizard was, but why? I don't know. Big lizard is not nice. Dimitri does a lot of damage, and he wanders all over the place, just sort of wiping out my guys. So we got him. We've got fallen defenders who are heavily armored, fallen choppers, fallen reapers, and fallen overseers. So a couple of these guys are in heavy armor. including Dimitri. Which maybe we can do better against now than we did previously. I'm not really sure. What if we traded out some of these folks? We have Xena now. Would that be helpful? I don't know. Not. It's recommending some folks here. I see. That's interesting. And they are of the mage variety, which I would assume. It's recommending Morgan. I think Morgan. I feel like Morgan could be good. I just haven't experienced it yet. Maybe her skills aren't high enough level. I'm not sure. She has a lot of good things here. Increases AoE damage, which is nice. Cursed bombs blow up, they do some AoE stuff, AoE damage. She has decent range, it's perfectly fine. This ground effect area is cool, dealing 12% over time. Airborne units take half. You know, all of these things seem like they should be very good. And they haven't been as good as I want them to be. Her DPS, her damage goes up permanently by 25% after she's been deployed for 50 seconds. And that feels good, right? What's wrong with that? It feels like she should be very good. It's not necessarily been my experience, but she should be. Let's go ahead and bring her and let's see what can be done here. Alright. It says that we are well beyond the BP of what's needed here, so maybe this won't be nearly so big of a deal as it was the last time I tried it. Okay, going that way, and I think the last time I had kind of determined I should be up a little more, maybe here, and then I feel like I had put possibly Baron in front of him. I'm not sure. This time around, I think I'm going to put Edrin over here. And they can start hitting on these guys. And then Dao Chen. Now the question is, does Dao Chen go there? Maybe Dao Chen goes there. The problem with Laurel is she doesn't have. She's not going to be able to get very many people into her umbrella. I can put Wrath out where I don't know, but I can put Morrigan maybe here, and then she can shoot across, and then theoretically we could have somebody on the other side shooting across that direction. Who shall I put on the other side? I do have another healer that I've brought along. And do I need them out here? It's a question. There's a question. I think I will put them out there. And we'll see what happens. Throw Edrin's bomb effect on. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe I want to put her back here where she can kind of hit the key people right there. And I forgot that we can't put an eye on this pad because it's basically not good. So, we're all Dao Chen still hit. No other pads get hit by her. So, then she can be our sacrificial lamb over here, I suppose. We have 2 more deployables. We don't actually have to put her out. Maybe I don't put her out yet. And then we can put Wrath over here in front of arrogance. She self-heals, or he does, rather. So I don't know, maybe a good idea. We do have aim, but not somewhere. If I decide to, we do have the lizard incoming. And somehow this guy down at the bottom right has gotten injured. I don't know how that actually happened. But I mean that's a good thing. I'll take it. Just don't know what I did. Alright, Lizard has always almost made it. So now, with the Lizard right there, maybe I ought to box him in. And try to see if we can knock him out. So the good news is that, we're strong enough now with that tail force of lineage that he does isn't really all that bad. And that hits him, but it doesn't wipe the party. Alright, I think this is pretty much in the bag. I'm going to double time it and just kind of blow the ultimates um, when they're available and make sense, which is not right now. Go ahead and change her over and pick aim up so that this guy can get where he needs to go. If I can manage to press buttons properly. There we go. There's the one. Okay. And so we ought to be able to do a lot more DPS to him right there. Alright, so we got that knocked out. And we got 20 of these Shelter Insignia 2s, 150 Hero XP potions. So we're going to complete that. I'm surprised there aren't more stages. I thought there would be. But it's already 2:30, and I have at least one more thing that I'm going to have to do tonight. So I better just auto-fight this stage again and call it on the faction for the moment. Let's go ahead and get that, and then we can claim this epic skill crystal. Get out of there, and out of there. Still can't do the Immortal Codex yet, unfortunately. Not gonna have time for that. However, I can go back over here to the countdown and use these Dragon Shelter Insignias to increase, increase the rage regen by 15, well, from 15% to 16%. And that seems fun. Get out of there. Let's see how things are going over here in the Oracle's trial. Don't have quite enough to get this 4-star psychic power yet, but I might be able to. Still have 2 days left on that, so probably will be able to at 2085 right now for those. We'll do some more of those. Gotta try to at least get this 4-star psychic power. If we could get some of those, some more of those rare summoning crystals, that would also be nice, but it's, no, it's unnecessary. It would just be a cool little bonus feature, as it were. Let's go to heroes and see what I can do. If anything, maybe we could, you know, I can skill somebody up, but the question is, who do I want to skill up at this point? Needs to be the most useful. Probably the dragon fight is what I want to improve more than anything else right now. So maybe, I don't know, maybe this is the one, maybe Hollow, because we're kind of trying to push forward in that. Then again, there's Dao Chan. What's her thing here? Previous stance duration or skill cost minus 100. Benefit might be more toward Hollow. I think I'm using her on some of these dragon fights. So healing multiplier goes up, rage regen goes up. That seems like a better option for this. Of course, it occurs to me now. She's a purple hero, and everyone is legendaries. They use different things. They didn't have to decide. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and do it. Need more of these purple skill crystals, that's for sure. Not enough items, right? Yeah, I don't have enough of the dust. That's true. It's a shame. In that case, of the yellow people, I want to do these legendary guys over here. We only have one, and I think every one of them wants it. Yes, they do. I think it makes the most sense to go for Dao Chen. Alright, so we got the skill cost, negative 100 for Lover's Requiem. Excellent. Don't know if there's anything else. Okay, I guess we could give some of these guys some stuff, but I really don't think that I want to right now. Alright, let's go out of there and find out what we got here, which is 150 XP potions and 18 shelter insignia 2s. I don't think there's anything we can do with that. Let's check on Bullroot down here. He doesn't have anything that exciting. Alright, out of there. And I did do the summon today. Let's go ahead to the guild in the Drake's Chasm. And it looks like it's split between Nightmare 2 and Nightmare 3. We've got... who's hitting what over here? Alright, we've got AB 2525 hitting Nightmare 3 for 15% of its damage, and then also hitting Nightmare 2 for 33% of its, I said of its damage, I mean of its health. Alright, that seems like a fine plan. We could go 1-1. Sure, why not? Alright. In that case, still fight. And this is Nightmare 3. I think we're basically getting slaughtered here, as I recall. It's the main problem. It's the main problem we're facing. Ah yes, the Night Lock needs some levels, that's right. So we can go back out of here, over to Heroes, and do anything about him. Alright, upgrade him however much we can, which is another level, I'll take it. Um, Nowhere close to being able to bring him up another level. We can give him one random upgrade. You won't necessarily. Well, you know, it's got a 2 out of 3 chance of increasing his healing. So, yeah, I may as well. Let's go for it. I think that's going to be the best option here. And it did. Increased the single heal basic attack pretty much. Cool. I'll take it. Alright. In that case, go back to the build, back to Drake's Chasm, and Nightmare 3. Alright, now. It looks like I had 3 healers coming along for this. And I don't necessarily remember exactly. Oh, yes, I think I kind of remember what I had. Alright, let's playtest this and see what happens. Alright, so we got arrogance and probably aim behind him. And then what? We have Wrath up next, or possibly Wrath up next? I suppose. Probably listen. Wrath followed by Etran. Then Dao Chan here. Well, if we can kind of keep these guys a little more paired up, you know, not paired up, but grouped up, might help. However, we only have 2 more people to place. We could do there, and what, here? What if we move part over to here? What are we missing? I don't know, maybe no one. Let's turn it this way. Yeah, that actually doesn't miss anyone. Alright. So, we're at impact incoming. And now, can we switch her? Let's give it a go. See if we can switch her for the moment to DPS. Will that work? Switch her back to healing. And then do that heal ball there. Okay, seem to survive that. Now they're charging, so we switch her over. Now, can they do enough DPS without any of the, you know, bigger, I don't know, I would say, I want to say that Brienne would do more than, well, than Ain at least, but Ain is also improving Airbase's DPS. I'm not sure. Might be better to have her out. It's a hard thing. So, we'll switch her back to healing. Meteor impact is incoming. Followed by Infernal Roar. Here is that with all these extra DPS, or extra healers, we're going to run low on DPS. I'll have to switch over there. Can we get him down, is the question. How quickly? Because this is only phase 2, we'll have to make it through 1 more of these. It's not looking great. That is bad. It's nasty. Alright, so in that case, I'm gonna have to get some more DPS on the board out early. And I could switch it. Almost did right before it did that charge up attack. Probably that would have been a smart move. But didn't I? That was a tough one there. Knocked out most of our guys with that. Now we got an Infernal Roar following up. It's not good. Somehow we've got Wrath still up at the moment. And we get this New York impact on the right impact is gonna somehow did not quite kill him. Amazing. Amazing that. I think I had him here, right? And the good news is Lightlock is a really pretty cool single target, like this kind of single target here. It's only one guy. Unfortunately, we have no way whatsoever to prevent this from just smashing our faces in a second. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be real nasty. Yep. What did I do for that? Alright, so that was terrible. Let's click complete and then redo that. Alright, have to have more people out for DPS. That's all there is to it. And I could put Xena in just to throw out there near the end instead of maybe even Brienne. Maybe I stick her out. Or instead of Morgan, I didn't end up using Morgan either. Let's try that with Xena. We could replace somebody with Xena to try to get that extra DPS. Maybe it's Lightlock. Maybe he's the one who goes as a replacement for Xena. And then by the time he can come back out, Xena will have been, she'll have used up her major stuff anyway. And that would be, I think, right before the second time he does his big charge. Quick is better. And I think I actually had not done that bit. I think I had put her here and there. Pearl here. Okay, I think like that. And then last time I think I was able to, maybe that was wrong. I was thinking that I was able to switch her and then switch her back. Got the meteorite impact. And this first time, we were able to use those whenever. Next time, we want to save up the ultimates, I think. In fact, yeah, we did barely get just enough to knock him down that time. the dragon got promoted. And then we switch back over to our healing stats. Put his thing on. Well, that was supposed to protect him. It's not how it went. War incoming. Impact. And then we switch her and pick up Light Block, put down Xena, and then we start going up those ultimates there. Better. I want that to work again. I'm gonna have to pick up Xena. Well, okay. It's alright. I can use Brienne next time. So have a little bit left. We got the Infinite Roaring coming. Gotta switch her over. And use this. The impact is incoming. Okay, pick up Xena. Put down Light Lock. And save up on balls until we need it for the ultimate, for the guy's charged attack thing he does in a bit. Okay. Switch. Pick up Light Lock. Put down Brienne. And do low and in. Still maybe not enough. Did not get there. It's a shame. Here's his thing, his shield. I guess that was the wrong time to use the shield that he'd already picked. It's unfortunate. Okay, we have Xena. We can throw her out. Yeah. I don't know if now was a good idea, if I should have waited. I just don't know if, I wasn't sure if he was going to make it through that or not, so maybe not the best time. What I did. We don't have enough, time to get, oh no, so close, 0.8 seconds off. It's not bad. It was acceptable. Could have been better, could have been worse, you know? Ethan did well though. He was up there with Rab, and he didn't get killed when the others did, so I'll take it. Alright, let's go ahead and use that as the auto fight for this Nightmare 3, I think. Might could have been better, but it certainly could have been worse. Maybe I should have thrown Brienne out first. In fact, if I put Xena out at the very beginning, perhaps, and then switched Xena out with Light Lock as soon as her stuff wore off, basically. Then I think she would have been ready for the stage 3. So Brienne could have gone out, put stage 2 down, and then put Xena out for the stage 3 because her DPS during that period of time is much higher than what Brienne can do during the same 20 seconds or whatever time after Xena goes out. So that may have been a better choice to put her as, the stage 3 down as he's doing his charged attack. Maybe I should try that later. And I think that would get Xena out there twice, doing her initial burst damage. Huh. So it's a thought here. And I definitely used his shield too early. If I hadn't did, then it may have gone a little differently there too. So 4.48% of the dragon's health. Not phenomenal. But that's okay. Alright, so we got that. Come over here to Nightmare 2 and look at what we have there. I don't know. I don't remember exactly how that looks. Home did it before. But go ahead and playtest it using the same idea as this one. I think. And so maybe I don't put right lock out first, and maybe I don't need to put them all, depending on how things go with this battle. This is Nightmare, the one before, so it must be Nightmare 2? Possibly. But we'll throw these guys out, and I'm going to throw Xena out as well, and kind of pay some attention maybe what I'm doing, who knows? Who in fact knows? So not having light lockout is definitely making me not be able to go into the other stance yet. Switch her out. Put those in. Okay, let's switch Belchan back to healing mode. Follow help with recovery. It's a little bit rough without red belt out there. I'm gonna wait a minute on doing rest because he's about to. I think we got this meteorite impacting, and I think I go into the next charged attack. Maybe. So let's get her and then do them. Alright, so we're at 2 minutes 30 seconds approximately. Dragon has been promoted. And let's go ahead and use Laurel's ability. And I should have switched into doing it before, but failed to. I waited a little longer than I should have. I don't want to do that part yet. I think I will, because he's going to be doing his charged attack soon again, I think. And so let's switch, and then we go to first. Alright, Dragon, he's now being promoted to phase 4. Turn on Dao Chan to healing. And use Hollow's ability here. Meteorite impact incoming. Infernal roar. And at this point, you don't have to hold back on any of these ultimates. Push it down to 18 seconds. And after this, meteorite impact. And then quickly switch Dao Chan to DPS for those last 2 seconds. Alright, so we got that highest dragon prolific for our protests. That's the stats real fast. Arrogance is far and away above, followed by Wrath, then Etran, and then we got Xena. Um, Xena does more damage in burst in the first little section, but even after a little bit, when she evens out, she still does 20 plus right now than Nova does. So that's all fine and well. Could have done a little bit better probably if I put some different lords to sort of sit in the background maybe. I'm not sure. Stick repeat on this. And then look. I don't want to make any party necessarily. Let's see. So no, I think this is actually the best, probably the best setup. We're only using Dean and Dao Chan out of that party, but still I think it's probably pretty fast. Alright, well, in that case, let's go back and use this as the autopilot. For Nightmare 2. Let's see, no, Nightmare 2. Let's get these stats rolling over here so we can see what it looks like as we go on. As you can see right now, Xena is second place for damage, but she's going to go down, and it's because it's that first, like, I don't know, 20 seconds that she's on the board. She does more DPS now. It's diminishing returns as time goes on. So, thanks for the follow, But yeah, I definitely need to look at her skill again and see exactly how long it is that she does that the extra burst damage. Like I said, for now, it's not as important on this fight because I don't have anybody who does more than she does, even after she, evens out to replace her with. I don't think, but it will definitely matter in the future. So Chill Out says, "Good evening. How's it going?" It's going pretty well. How about you? It's getting on into the night over here. Fresh start, new to the game. So we've been playing just over a month. I think I don't remember what the exact date was, but I think it's like 35 days in. All right, so we got 3,859 dragon blood out of that, and that's the overall stats. Really looks about the same as the playtest did, and yeah, I mean, like I said, even just sticking her out and not picking her up at all, she did half the damage that Annie did, which is, not. It would be better if we had somebody we could switch her out with that could do on par at least with Annie in between. But right now, I don't think that I do. Maybe once I get Reed. Oh, I feel like he's maybe more of an alien guy. There, I gotta look at him again. I'll go. I'll go check out some of this right now. So we got the Drake's Chasm challenged 2 times, so we'll be able to update those quests. We did 18.38% of the dragon's health. This is Nightmare 2. Um, that's okay. It's not terrible. It's not doing nearly as well as AB 2525 over there, but it's not bad. I'll take it. All right. So good stuff. Let's get out of there. Go over to guild quests and claim this 20 guild points, 20 guild activity, and 5,000 gold. And completing the chasm twice. Hop out of there and see what we have here. It looks like our ship will be returning in a few minutes, but we won't be able to send it back out again today because we've already done it 3 times per day. Let's check out the mine over here. We've got 3,050 coins, 2,650 XP, XP potions that is, 10 stamina, 1 diamond, 1 auto fight chance, 2 mithril, and 2 chests. What's in the chests? Wow, that is 2 insignia of melee attack ones and 2 insignia of endurance ones. Very nice. Now I'll take it all without even a moment's question. Alright, now it's almost 11 p.m. here. Let's see what the loot has. Nothing exciting right now. Let's use one of our free refreshes on this. And now there is there are these auto fight chances, 5 of them, 20,000 gold. I'll take that, I think. Sure, why not? Then we'll do another free refresh, and we get nothing of note. I don't see anything. Nope. Alright, try again. This will be the 3rd refresh, and that was the last free one for the day. Nothing spectacular in that either. One thing I do want to do is come over to the arena shop and check on things. Looks like I did already purchase the huge stamina potion for the day from that. So, too bad there, I suppose. Chill Out says, "I'm jealous as you have so much to work on in the game." Well, it's I definitely have a lot to work on. There's no doubt of that. Somewhere, I don't know, what would you call it? Is it still early game? Is it mid game? I'm not really sure. It feels like maybe it's early mid game. Does that make sense? That's where I feel like I'm at. Let's see. I think I'll come over here and put on some auto fights for this tier rate 2, or maybe I'll actually try out stage 16 again and see if I can do anything there. I think this is the one with the sandstorm stuff and all that, and I don't remember exactly how I was managing that. I feel like Maybe I was being down chan toward the front. Let's give it a go and see what it looks like. Okay, so I had been bringing Decimus and then I didn't end up using Decimus. I felt like he would be good to throw out there, but I'm not sure that I actually did end up using him. Maybe I bring him again just in case. I've been leveling Regulus up. He's still not quite to the point that he needs to be at to be brought out into this mess here. I don't think. I do have Neil, it looks like. So I've got Dao Chan and Neil. Interesting. I'm sure there's a reason that I was choosing. Probably, I don't know, was it the shield? I don't know. That was a whole day ago. You know what? I'll try it as I did before because apparently it must have worked somewhat, right? I don't know exactly how I had laid it out. I think I had put Xiao Chen in a different place than this, but I think this time I'm going to put her up front. And was there anything else? I may have, I don't know, maybe I did it a little differently last time, and maybe it was better that way. But I do remember that the big bad guy goes to the left over here, and I think we'll put him followed by Baron in front of him. And so on the other side, we'll do. Oh yeah, that's right. That was one of the guys who runs at me. And there's going to be a second one coming to run at him as well. So maybe I'll wait for a second and put Decimus out like now. And then that guy can get smashed. And then we'll put. I don't recall how I was doing it. Maybe. Maybe Etran here, facing forward. And then I think I had Baron in front of Arrogance. Perhaps. And this is when they start doing the big Earthshake business. It's not pleasant at all. And so, perhaps I should have already gotten her down. But I'm gonna actually wait, I think, until after he does his dash. And I wonder, who was I putting the, or was I putting, maybe I was waiting and putting Laurel out afterward, or, I don't know, we'll see. Try Laurel now, facing toward Camille. We've got, Neutral over there. He could use some, well, I mean, he's okay. He's got a shield. So, we'll use the shield if I can quit. I can't quit. Clicking was bad. Next, throw Xena out for a minute. I thought I double clicked and apparently I only single clicked, so that was highly unfortunate. I think we gotta restart. Alright, let's restart this. And this time, maybe. You know what? Somebody gave me some advice earlier, and I might try it, which was putting Xena out for his first 2 hits. I don't know if Xena can withstand 2 hits, but maybe. What if we don't do it quite like that? What if we put Decimus out for the first hit? And then maybe Xena out for the second hit? she has to do is not get killed. There we go. Or not, she doesn't even have to not get killed. She just needed to do some DPS. Excellent. That worked all right. Of course, we're a little behind in everything. And now this guy's going to come out and cause problems. So, how about we put Camino out, try to recover. Don't know if it'll work or not. Should we make Camino? We'll see. But if it does, that may be okay. I'm not sure. Give it a moment. And then we'll put out, Adrian, that's his name. And then I think, this one, Laurel. Oh, I see that Choad is saying things. I can't quite read them right now. I'm sure they're probably helpful things. Yeah, that was bad. Bad stuff. Alright, well, that's okay. Put him out. Ouch. Rough. No good news. Did not work at all. Alright. Let's restart that. Feel like it worked better than when I did it before. Okay. Chill Out says, I think you need Volca A1. Remove Decimus before he dies to get some gold back. That's a good idea. Yeah, that would be a good plan. Try it again like that, but removing Decimus to get some gold back. I think what happened was, yeah, I didn't have enough to be able to get all my guys out that I needed for that second run. Because I had put out both Decimus and Xena, I think it's better if I don't do that. I don't have what it takes to manage that. Let's try that again. I'm not sure that Decimus is the way to go. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll take him out. Put in someone else. I could even. I don't know. I think at the moment it would be cool to have out some more DPS to take some of that down a little faster. Who would I want out? Someone survivable. I've tried Morrigan, and she just, last time I tried her, she died super fast. I think she may be more of a drain than anything else. I guess I could. Okay, Decimus is level 9, but it doesn't really matter because he's just there to throw in front of something anyway. I could try the. Okay, I could try throwing him out first, as you suggest, pulling him back before he dies. And we'll see if it works. Because I do think it was because I didn't have enough things to make it through the. See if I can find Decimus. So let's see. If I wait till the last second, I suppose, to throw him out, or well, not the last second, but till now, then don't put anything else out, which the other individual was saying to try to put Xena out. Yeah, this is not going to work. I don't think she'll live long enough. No, that was completely ineffectual. Alright, we will restart this. I've tried the same ways I did last time, removing Decimus as well, but she just she can't she can't stay alive long enough in the sand. I would have to have Del Chan out, regardless of how we do that. We'll try it with Del Chan out first, and throw Decimus out, pull him back. Still have to put Xena out early, I think. So I can stick him out, and then still gonna have to put Xena out. Yeah, no two ways about it. I think I can. If I pull him back early, then he doesn't stay out long enough. See, I didn't get a chance to get him out back. It was too late on that. I don't know. No good. It doesn't matter. She can't take the hit. Um, I could put I could put arrogance out instead, and he could take the hit. Um, maybe maybe try that. So, all right. Let's see here. Now, what I didn't do was put Dao Chan out. I can put him, put Dao Chan, put arrogance, pull Decimus back. He can't take a second hit there. I could throw Camille out here, try to get him healed up enough. We'll see. Alright, made it through. And then, what have we next? This fellow here is going to come along and bash them for a moment. And so, no sense in putting anybody else out. Spreading out the healers. Heals. Ouch, I went for you. Alright, give this back to trying to put Edrin out. And we can put Baron out. We've got some of those guys coming soon, but we can get Decimus in front of Edrin. And we can pull him back and put Wrath out there. Yeah, sure, why not? Now they're going to hit pretty hard in a second, those guys. I thought it would probably take out Wrath, so that's nothing surprising there. Baron is down. I think I'll wait on putting her out. Ouch. There went Dao Chen. That's not great. Stick Camille out. Try to recover. Okay, we have some more runners incoming. And so I'll stick Decimus here. It's not going to go well. There went Camille. And nothing I can do there about that guy just waltzing on through. Nah, no good. Alright. Okay. So back to the drawing board on that. I was able to do it before, and so I've got to try to remake that instead. With you. And then we'll go to complete and have a look at what we have to work with here. Alright, back over there again, good fight. Alright. Let me see. What can I do? What I had last time done was not used Decimus. I ended up using other people instead. And I feel like maybe I had Adrian in front on the right side, Wrath in front on the left side, Aim behind Adrian. I think that's what I've done. Alright, let's try that again. So I put out, I think I put out Dao Chen first. Arrogance. Or wait, maybe it was Baron. Hold on, maybe I put out Baron first previously. Let's try this that way. It was Dao Chen, possibly Baron. And then I don't remember for sure if that's the way I had it worded previously or not, but maybe. I think I'll go ahead this time and throw Logan and get her heals in. Whether that's the way I did it last time or not, I don't recall. But this time, that's how it's gonna go. And then we can start with that. And then I feel like I had Ethan out front. Possibly in behind him. About to do some earth shaking, which is just not nice at all. And then I think I had Arrogant Spirit. And in here. And unfortunately, we don't have. Want to get that up. And then you throw wrong person. I grabbed the wrong person. It's a real problem. Ah, well. That maybe we went through Laurel up here. He's got the earth shape going on, and that's gonna knock out him. But it's okay because Wrath is ready. Hit down Chan hard enough to knock her down. Alright. Oh, not quite. Not quite enough to pick me up. That's a problem. Alright, so we wait on that then. No good. Not enough time to get anybody up. Alright, we restart. Okay. Baron out first. We'll take a couple of hits. then we wait. And actually, I think, hmm, no, I'll not do that. I will go ahead and put him out and get Baron's shield on. Alright, now let's put roll out. Um, Reaching out. Got to have the guy can hit from behind me. That's right, from front level. We got shield, and then wrong person. Move her. And put this in the wrong order. That's right. We'll throw that out there. Now we got an incoming. Let's shape. Auto. And then functional. Alright, I'm gonna wait. They're going to run into her. I'm gonna replace her in. Well, she didn't die. Guess I won't replace her quite yet. Alright, well, let's take reaching out. The wheel went down. In the mouth there. Followed by Wrath. Let's shape incoming. It's gonna hurt. And now we're gonna throw Laurel out. I can get Camille out. Or put his shield on. Alright, now Camille's here. And let's see if we can give a little bit of extra damage right there. There we go. Success. Alright. Now, we got 675 XP potions, 3,800 gold, 20 gold from the Sands Chokers, 1 curse amulet, piece of mythic beer, and 20 brave conquest points for that. Not bad. I'll take it. Stats on that. Arrogance topping the DPS as usual, followed by Zeno, who did a good little bit all things considered. Edrin, Wrath, and then it falls off the ledge from there as far as the damage goes. That's okay. They all performed admirably in their respective roles. So, there you go. That's all you can ask for. Just help people to do their job. Alright, I think that's as far as I'm going to take that for now. It's already 11:30 p.m., so let's auto-fight in this one for however many so I got enough for 5 fights. Minimize that. And pop out of here. And then we finish the harbor up over here. So we got 30 island sun tunes and 30 golden pineapples over here. Okay, so we did a bunch of those, like almost everything of the dailies, maybe everything of the dailies that was, oh yes, this zombie invasion over here. It's not exactly a daily. It hasn't started yet. We have another 2 hours and 32 minutes before that starts. It was going the other day, and it ended, like 2 days ago? Maybe day before yesterday, it ended that night. We have the Immortal Codex here, which I do want to look at. It says it ends in 14 days and 2 hours. The Immortal Codex, a tome of unspeakable evil that imprisoned malevolent demons, has been unsealed. Now, numerous wicked bosses are eagerly awaiting the commander's challenge. Let's go ahead and enter it. And we have 3 different things here. One of them is open right now, stage 1. One of them opens in a couple of hours, and then one of them opens in a couple of days and a couple of hours. It says, a sudden influx of evil creatures has emerged in the southern region of Yalnor. These creatures, returning from the realm of the deceased, are sweeping through the world of the living, causing intense turmoil. Cool. And the map looks like this. Got 2 portals to protect and 2 portals to spawn guys. Got a couple of braziers, not sure what that's all about, but I see a barricade here. Alright. Returned from soldiers killed in battle. These are the most common undead monsters. That's skeleton soldiers. Then we have Fever, heavy skeleton fighter that has heavy armor. Pharaoh's guard, skeleton executioner, and tower shield skeleton. So a couple of guys in heavy armor, and the rest of them are just in common armor, and they're all on the ground. However, I'm not sure if there's a single platform here. It looks melee heavy, and I wonder how melee heavy. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm not seeing a platform unless that up there in the distance is a platform. I don't think it is. Let's go to challenge. We have 6 people we can bring, and notice some of the ones that I don't know if this was like recommended or what, but I think we go without any platform guys because it didn't look like there were any platforms. Why am I clicking all the platforms? That's a good question. Brains aren't linked today. So we'll bring our melee guys. And I wonder what would be the best options. I haven't gotten to try Regulus yet, but I feel like he's still too low level to bring along. Let's go ahead and bring her. And then I think really we need him as the Lord so that he can pump those guys up. All of these are expensive to put out. Cheapest one is Wrath. Not sure if there's really anything to do about that. There's I don't know. Let's see what it looks like. The suggested BP for the stage is 126,720. We have 276,880. So we should be okay in that regard. Let's just see what happens. What's it look like in here? Okay, so, well, let's put some people with some distance at the back, and I don't know, some people with a little bit of durability could go at the front. Well, how far up does he hit? He hits to there, so it may not do any good to do that. What if I just put, I don't know, maybe Baron here? He won't be able to fit through the gate, of course. What if I wait on Baron? What if I take him out and just put people who can fit through that up here for the moment? And make use of some of this range. Now, of course, Xena's best damage is done in the first little while, and I forgot to find out exactly how long. But I think I will keep her out anyway, probably for this whole fight. My plan is that I replace the barricade if the barricade gets killed with my guys here. And that way all of them will continue to be able to hit as long as they reach the barricade. Currently the barricade is the actual barricade. And then the idea is that the barricade will be replaced with my guys when it goes down. And still, all of my guys will be able to hit all of the time, basically. Alright, so that went okay. Let's see if the next one goes okay. We got 30 diamonds, 10,000 gold, 48 XP potions for that. So curiosity makes me check here. Looks like E-Train did about half the DPS, about half the damage at least, of arrogance, which is very, very good. Xena, of course, didn't do nearly that much, but she had a good showing, doing almost twice as much as AIM. And AIM's, he's pretty decent, he's not bad. So, cool. You take that. And then we'll look at this, okay? It says, a rift has appeared between the realms of life and death, indicating the awakening of something dreadful. Yet the ruler of Realnor has no time to ponder what's transpired behind. Let's have a look at this. It looks the same. We have the same guys here, so we can expect them to just be a little bit tougher than the ones before. So let's challenge this one, and we're just going to keep the same team and hopefully keep the same idea, although I may not remember exactly what that idea was. We'll see. Let's throw Arrogance out, followed by Baron. No, not Baron. Arrogance, followed by Patron, right? Yeah, Patron. And then Thane on the other side. And then we'll put Xena behind Adrian. And then we wait to see what happens. So far, so good. Let's speed this up a little. And now we slow it down because they're going to take a couple more hits possibly than their compatriots. Maybe not too much. Let's go ahead and use his ability there. Maybe I should have waited. I'm not sure. I mean, this is the last grouping of them, so I don't think it mattered too much. Alright, so for stage 2, let's click next. We got 48 XP potions, 10,000 gold, and 30 diamonds for that. Stage 3 says, the smoldering ambition, resurrected from the realm of the deceased, is quietly spreading once more. What do we have here? It looks a little bit different than before, but skeleton execution, favor. Baron Salem, here we go. Baron Salem is a merciless weapon created by the eldritch god Olduragog to seek revenge on deceitful gods. Thrives on taking lives and bathing in blood, amplifying its strength and size as it does so. So, melee, 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 and all of these in common armor. Alright. Heavy armor here and heavy armor here. Again, everything is melee, which is perfectly fine because there's no range for them to hit. Alright. So, seems like about the same. We've just got Baron Salem to worry about. Now, they suggest 126,888 BP. We have 276,880 BP, so we are well beyond the level at which they expect us to be. So, let's see if we can replicate that layout again successfully without ruining everything. Hard to say if we can manage that or not. I guess I could put Xena before I put next time because she comes out a little sooner. The only reason I've been waiting is because she does that burst damage that I mentioned to him, so it seems like waiting for the heavier duty guys to come out might be a good idea before we put her out. I don't know. I'm gonna double time this and wait until things actually hang out at the fence for a minute before we use any of the ultimates. This time we have a whole group of fellows on timers over here. And so I think that was supposed to take us a minute there. If we had a more appropriate BP, it probably would have. Now we have so many of these incoming. That's, boy, they are really, really coming after us. I'm going to slow this down so that we can try to, see about dealing with this. I don't think I'm going to use the ultimates quite yet either, because I want to wait for this horde of, I don't know, Egyptian-looking guys. I think they look worse than they are. They have the heavy armor, but I don't think they're real like that. Alright, so we got that one. We got 48 XP potions, 10,000 gold, and 30 diamonds for that. Go forward. And now we're on stage 4. The demons fervently call out his name. The majestic and familiar figure of the conqueror once again stands tall in Tia. Alright, and let's look at it. carrion chomper, that's a new one. Mutated by devouring a large amount of carrion, this kind of monster is incredible in defense. Alright. And he has common armor on, and his defense does look high. Alright, we got cleavers, tower shield skeletons, they also have heavy armor. Axe slaughterers, Pharaoh's guard, heavy skeleton fighter, which of course has heavy armor, and of course the Baron Salem again. Alright, so let's go back and challenge this. And still gonna use the same group and same strategy. And now it's also the same. And then I have to try to remember what I'm doing from one moment to the next. That's the hardest part of all of this, you know. And I do actually want to do it in the same order as I did before, I think, in spite of what I said a moment ago. And in spite of the fact that I think, you know, having her behind Adrian right away would keep everything from the fence for that first moment. Still, I think I wait until the last little second really to put her up. And it's more important to wait longer the more difficult the guys are, right? I think so. Alright, we'll speed it up and find out when we need to actually start using these ultimates and things like that. Now we've got the Baron Salem's coming out. It's kind of interesting that they're called that, right? Baron Salem. When you would think that that would be a named guy, right? Like a one-time dude. But that's not the case. It's just the name for this creature that's duplicated many times. It's interesting. And these guys, are they the new thing? I think they must be, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm just, didn't notice them last time. I'm so very not, um, visual. It's difficult for me to notice things like that, like what things actually look like, differentiating the monsters one from another, you know? Let's double time this, no sense in making it go longer than necessary. Okay, slow down now. And we're at 45:52, and we as well go ahead and do the ultimates and speed it up. Alright, so that went perfectly fine. We got 48 XP potions, 10,000 gold, and 30 diamonds for that. And now, boss info. The Conqueror periodically summons a multitude of undead creatures. The Conqueror continuously enhances the undead's attributes. The Conqueror remains impervious to enemy attacks, shares HP with the summoned creatures. Okay, so kill them. Kill them. Boss Rush Enhancement. Allied heroes increase attack speed significantly. Oh, that's too bad. So the more of them there are, the faster the attacks, and his health is higher. Okay. When the Conqueror enters the battlefield, he will open the gates and summon his former subordinates to return. After entering the boss rush phase, the Conqueror will open the colossal nether gate and summon a tremendous number of formidable subordinates. Fast, continuing the Conqueror's majesty, every subordinate gains a boost for every 20 seconds on the battlefield, increasing their attack in size, so we want to kill them as soon as possible. The Conqueror is immune to all enemy damage, but shares his life with all his subordinates. When a subordinate perishes, damage is dealt to the Conqueror. Okay, let's look at the guide here. Alright, we've got a multitude of different guys. We have a barrier here, and 3 blue portals. Looks like they have 3 portals they'll be coming out of. Probably not going to go super well for us, but we'll see. We've read his abilities, I think, so we don't need to really read those. The realm of the dead is small, incapable of containing my ambitions. For centuries, the conqueror Cyrus served the nether god, but his ever-expanding ambitions led him astray from his devotion to the vine. Cyrus's army of the dead, fueled by his ambitions, surged like an overwhelming tidal wave across the land of Tia, devouring and conquering all that could be conquered. Though this great conqueror was eventually sealed within the pages of the Immortal Codex, beware, for his ambitions are beyond the shackles of even the gods, let alone in their book. Alright, so we've got he who is the conqueror, and then we have Ripper, Baron Salem, Carrion Chomper, Tower Shield Skeleton, Furious Guard, Skeletal Soldier, Skeleton Executioner, Sand Taker. Now that's a new one. The rest of these were all repeats. Sand Taker, his body's resurrected and enhanced by necromancy. Wandering in the desert, they bring storms everywhere they go. Now, it's possible he's not new, and again, I just didn't notice him. But there he is, nonetheless. Then we have a Skeletal Giant Shielding, Axe Slaughterer, Fever, and Heavy Skeleton Warrior, or Fighter rather. Seems like it's going to go very poorly for me, probably, because that's how I'm feeling about it. But what's this battle record? Show only the latest 10 records, so I guess it's after we fight. Then we'll get to see what that's all about. What's this? Heroes gear and artifacts info for the current stage have not been saved. Okay, cool. Challenge. Why not? Let's just move forward as we were. How about that? Seems perfectly fine. Got a little intro here. Alright, and we're gonna try the same thing in spite of the fact it won't be quite the same thing. We actually have 3, so what if we put the ones who can shoot further here? And then, okay, let's give this a go. That was a bad idea. I've already messed up. I should have put arrogance in the middle. Oh well. I guess that's how we're doing it for the moment. Anyway, I think we'll do this, and then really, actually, it would have been smarter to try to make a wall in front, but that's okay. We're gonna give this a go and try to replace the barricade with the bodies of these guys. That's the goal at the moment. Now, I could put them in front. Let's try that. Let's try using them as a barrier in front first. And then when they die, maybe the barricade itself will have a little bit longer to stay up. Maybe it'll stay up long enough to get them back out, or at least to get some of them back out. I don't know. Might work. Probably did Barons too quickly, but that's okay. Will go down in a moment. The good news is that Wrath is able to do enough damage to keep himself healed up pretty well where he's at. And the boss may go down before Aim does. Dead. That was nice. It was pretty close. I thought he was on the last one, but not quite. Boss rush. Well, that seems fun. Now they're going to start hitting that barricade there. We've got a red haze around us now. And I can't really tell what our barricade has been. Like, what's its health? I have no idea. Can't really see it. You know what? It might be there in the middle. All these numbers popping up make it very difficult for me. It might be what it is. There's letters popping up over there to the side. I have no idea why. It's a D. D seems, I don't know, is D bad? D seems bad. I thought I saw an E a moment ago. No idea why there would be an E. Things about to bite the dust here. If that's our fence, it's at least halfway down. C. What does it mean? I have no idea. Ah, man, we can overrun. C, is that our grade? Did we do C good? I think that's passing, right? In fact, I don't know, in college a D can be passing, so I feel like we did solve the average there. Highest score has been updated, 201,071 auto fight uploaded. There was gear and artifact info being recorded. Alright, cool. We got 1,600 of these immortal sovereigns. Medals obtained by challenging immortal codex. Redeem various rewards in the redeem shop of immortal codex. Cool. As far as stats go, looks like arrogance, range supreme, followed not too far off by Edrin, considering, comparatively, I suppose, to everyone else. Next highest was Wrath, then Xena, then Baron, and then Aim at the bottom. And just goes down so hard. Alright, we'll keep that. Some number of points, 58,929 points worth in the next tier. So is this our tier? Oh, tier seed? Well, we're in the top 92%. That doesn't seem great. We beat 8%. My gosh. There you go. It's wonderful. Point rewards. Okay, alright. So yes, I was right. It was scoring us. Immediately earn points upon victory. When commanders challenge again and reach a higher tier, only the increased portion of points will be granted. Okay. And then we have the leaderboard. Oh yeah, lots of people up there in the triple S's. Great. Good job, Bubbly and Destined and Sondra and... I mean, it's like 5-11-5, but it doesn't really make any sense because, the V. Okay. Maybe the V is just there as like tags and it's 11. Why is it 11? I don't know. No idea. Alright. That's fine. Alright, well that was fun and different. Well, I better check that out. Now, I'm gonna get out of here and check what's up here. That was Gear Raid 2, my completions, those probably in the background. So we got 19,000 gold, 4,635 XP potions, a few pieces of mythic here, and this one has a little thumbs up. It's a fatality ring, with an attack point bonus of 12.5%. Pretty cool. You know what? I'm gonna hold off on enhancing actually. I'm gonna keep that there. Alright, then we got a few pieces of legendary gear. 105 volt from the Sands trophies and 105 Brave Conquest points. Gonna come over here to events and go to Brave Conquest where we have 80,000 gold waiting to be picked up. Now we're at 2755 on the points, which is a far cry from the 3,400 we would need for a huge stamina potion. We have 2 Nwinde and 2 hours left on that. Not necessarily for the huge stamina potion, but for the event in general, if we could get up to, even the 6,000 to get those two ancient summoning crystals, I mean, I would think that was pretty cool. Don't know if that's going to happen or not, but there's at least some possibility that it could happen. Now, why, I wonder if we have a red mark on the guild window. Oh, that's because of this Titanic Ruins Weekly. I'm not going to do that yet because we have 4 days and 2 hours left on it, and I could get my guys a little bit better in shape, a little more in shape than they currently are already. So I'd rather wait on that and do it. The higher my guys are, the better they'll do. So I'm gonna wait on that. All right. Well, I think I'm going to have to call it here. Um, I've got to. I've got a little Star Trek Fleet Academy I've got to knock out before I call it a night. It's already almost midnight. I won't be on there too long, but we'll be on there for a little while. If you're not following me yet, be sure to follow me and turn on notifications so that you can see next time I go live. Hopefully, I will see you then. If I don't, not.